Okay, it's March 22nd. It's about noon, lunchtime, Central Time. Let's take a look at BTC USD here on bookmap. This is the multi-book version of it, so it actually consists of, right here at the top, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, Coinbase Pro, FTX, and Kraken all combined into one. So it kind of gives you a nice visual of what's going on out there versus just looking at one exchange only. So earlier when we spoke, I was pointing out just some of the basics of the bookmap. These are the open orders. As you can see, they come and they go. So the current open orders, any of the colors that you see on the other side of this white line here, those were open orders that were there. And then if the color disappears and goes back to black, that means the order disappeared. So let's see. So like right in this section, you can see that for a long time we had orders open. They never got filled, but it just basically is giving you the information that for a period of time there was some decent size open orders just sitting there. But these are the current open and live ones. And of course they're bouncing around, changing as the computers and everyone else are making their decisions. Okay, so that's that. These dots that are on the screen, I don't remember if I brought that up. It's basically another visual of the delta. Okay, so the line down here is the cumulative delta, and it kind of gives you a map, or it gives you a line of how much, aggressive buyers or aggressive sellers there are. But the individual dots represent at that moment, at that specific price. Somebody got really aggressive right here, and you can see that down here on the line that it represented, well, we had an aggressive seller followed by an aggressive buyer shortly after, and that's why we got this, and zoomed in a little bit, got this down right back up. Okay, and see the big dots, this is currently where we're at now. Got a green dot coming in. That means we got some aggressive buyers coming in here, and so that's just another visual or representation of kind of the line here at the bottom. Okay. Let's see. So again, we spoke about looking for divergences or differences between the aggressive buyers and the price action. Okay, so here we have aggressive buyers for basically the last hour. Okay, we've had aggressive buyers for the last hour, yet we've actually seen price coming down despite that aggressive buying. Okay, so what that tells me is we actually have limit orders that are following this down. Probably bigger players, maybe institutions or something like that. They have limit sell orders up above, and they're dragging it down. And despite the aggressive buying, it's just, it's just causing these aggressive buyers to get trapped or to lose money. So that type of difference is kind of what you want to pay attention to. Okay, so what you want to see is this continue. So I mean, you could look, when you see something like this, you would only want to consider the short side, right? Because despite all the buying, this thing is still going down. I want to be on the side of the bigger players or the institutions, so I'm going to play along with them. Maybe I'll have some limit orders in here. I'll get short, and then look to see if we can get these buyers to start selling, and that's where I would look to get out. So let me give you an example. So let's see if I can't really draw on this, but let's say we do sell off, right? And this line here doesn't go down at all. So let's say we get selling, and the delta kind of just stays flat. Okay, that to me is probably a signal to just keep holding. Okay, because the retail buyers are not in panic mode yet. They haven't started getting out. But once we have a divergence, and once price and delta start to agree again, right? We get this finally coming down and price coming down together. They start to agree again, and then you know that retail is probably starting to sell, okay, or get out. And then that's when I would probably start to start looking for profit taking at that point, right? So look for the divergence, and then once they start agreeing with each other, not immediately. I mean, you can let it run for a while, depending on how many people you think have gotten stuck or trapped or anything like that. If you feel like you've seen a lot of people buy, big buying coming in, price is not going up, and then it starts going down, you'll probably get a good down move as they panic out. But so yeah, but either way, you look for them to start to agree with each other. Maybe this delta line finally starts coming down, starts taking out these lows, and then again you're going to start looking to take profits. Okay. But other than that, I think that's something that you can continue to look for. It's been a bit of a tricky day today, up and down and sloppy a little bit. I think I've gone long and short a couple times today, but haven't been able to catch anything decent. But yeah, here we are again, pushing up higher, making new highs on the delta, on the cumulative CVD is what they call it. It's easier to say than cumulative volume delta, the CVD. So making new highs at least for this past hour. Yet, we're not too high up. So that's where we're at now. Again, this would still only be a short play despite the bouncing. In order for me to want to go long, I'd want to see price holding up and then sellers coming in, pushing the delta down, yet price is still holding up. Okay, then that would be a sign for me to start wanting to try to take this long. But for now, I'll kind of favor the short side until it either stops me out or gives me a nice run to the downside. So that will be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful and you're kind of getting some visuals of what to look for and whatnot. But that's it.